Welcome back, everyone. It's game number 2, NewMutator, bringing you all of this lovely Myth World Cup action. This game is Myth2 Soulblighter, in case you are curious. So this is the first week of the double elimination rounds, and we are right now we're going through the games. Excuse me, between Deer and Gimbal R Us. Doesn't look like the teams have changed all that much. It's still 7 on 5 in favor of Gimbal R Us. They're going to be spawning up here, or spawning, is that even correct? They're going to be up here. They're going to be starting out here in the, what is that, the northeast corner there. Sam the Butcher leading them, Grog Monster, Inquisitor, Legatus, and Morgoth, 2 Smoking Guns, and Black Knight. And I don't believe Morgoth has been in any of their previous matches, so we'll see if he will be able to help them out at all. I know they've been struggling a lot in the Myth World Cup so far. Deer is going to be facing them. They're this green team in the southwest here. Drunken leading them, Sasper, Sight, Vantobia, and Switch. And it looks like Paladise gone for good. I don't know. We'll see if he pops up again. He dropped in the last game. I guess he had to go or something. I didn't quite see. And it's also been brought to my attention that Deer, they're not so chatty. They actually do like a team speak kind of dealy. So we're not going to be seeing too much chat from Deer. That's why they are a pretty quiet team. But I can assure you, they're not quiet at all. They're just chatting it up in their TeamSpeak program, whichever one they use. And so let's capture the flag here, and this is a really cool map, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. Not even going to embarrass myself. If you really want to know, then I guess check out the beginning of the film while it's loading and see if you can pronounce that. Now there are fire arrows that spawn. Switch is reminding us. Archers can pick those up and use them in the game. And look at this, both teams drawing prongs to each other. Although Gimbal R Us is a little bit more timid, they're going to have just a force hold here. I don't know I guess they're not going to send anything to the mid, but they're just going to run into each other here and have some kind of party. Now these units here, these Warriors of Fel, have the ability to block arrows with their shields. That's their special ability. Other than that, I think everything is pretty standard for the most part. I don't know, Grog Monster taking a little bit. So there's 2 journeymen here for the Gimbal R Us squad, and you know, going to be 2 here as well. I'm wondering. I think maybe I should pay more attention to the film or to the maps, as you know, before I start casting, because this could be no unit trading. It looks like near equal trades by both sides here. So I'm not even going to pay attention to that right now. We're just going to pay attention to, and it looks like Deer actually does chat, so that's my bad there. But I can tell you for a fact, it has been brought to my attention that most of their chat is done through some kind of program, voice program, so that I'm not privy to, so I can't bring you that hilarious chat. I'm sure it's hilarious. I imagine it is, but I don't really know. So this is looks like Sasper is already kind of crossed here, and we'll see if he's gonna pursue, if he's just gonna cut through or what have you. And it looks like here's a scout for Gimbal R Us coming to the west here, and he probably is going to notice this flank, Vantobia. And then, yeah, not surprisingly, there's going to be some units left on the flag. Drunken is going to be defending this game, it looks like, over for Gimbal R Us, and both their journeymen are going to be on this flag here. So it looks like they did heal a ton of whites, so I imagine there's going to be a lot of pus. And a huge Warrior of Fell flank here. Sam the Butcher, not surprisingly, taking that 28% is the amount he has decided to keep for himself. And these are Mandrake Roots. These are what Journeyman can pick up. That is what they use to heal. And as we saw in previous games, their heal can be interrupted, in which case the root just goes flying out of their hands. So a little bit of a stalemate here in the mid, whereas in the north, Gimbal RS is going to soon run into Deer. But Deer's just going to cross down here, nothing to stop them. Nothing even close to figuring out that they're there. And they are going to be able to cut through this hole here unless... here we go. Morgoth sending a squad. He is going to run into them soon enough. Actually, they're going to cut through right here, which is really good. Really good for them. So all of those Warrior of Fells are going to be chasing Sasper's force here, but Sasper, he knows that he's got nothing to fear. He's running back to Switch here to help him out with this pretty large Gimbal RS force here. So yes, Gimbal RS does notice this flank, but I don't know if they're going to be able to react in time. There's Morgoth sending out some warriors, but that's not going to be enough. Warriors of Fel are superior in combat to regular warriors. So Tandrol running for his life here. Morgoth probably is going to pus them to try to slow them down a little bit. We see some units being dispatched here. His contested archers are kind of running in here, and we already have a flag contested. Grog Monster's initial scouting goal just kind of sitting there and kind of scoping out the defense. And we didn't see who that was. He was able to get a successful pus off, but it didn't do probably as much damage as he had hoped. But he can go pick up that pus up. No, he's gone. So it looks like that's a small pus piece too. I don't think he's going to be able to do anything with that. So that means that there's probably at least one large pus piece at their base somewhere. And when I say base, I mean their flag area, where they spawn, so to speak. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of tough here. I think they're gonna put the pressure on. Morgoth's gonna run in here. Drunken's actually taking this this offensive force here. And it's 49. What in the world happened? 49 to 79%. I totally missed something. I think it was... Oh my gosh. I just didn't expect that. Wow, I feel really bad, you guys. I totally didn't see that. Yeah, so while I was showing you all of the nuances of the game, it looks like somebody engaged and just got slaughtered. So it doesn't bode well for the Gimbal RS squad. That's my bad, you guys. I wish I could rewind, but that's pretty impossible. And I'm kind of lazy, and you know that nobody's eliminated or anything. You know, even if Gimbal RS loses this match, they're still gonna live to play another round. So you know, in the end, it's not too important that you catch everything going on. So I'm just gonna chalk it up as an oversight on my part, and hopefully it doesn't ruin anything for you who are viewing this. I don't think so. I'm not sure what you were expecting coming into this match, but it looks like Deer is just going to be able to simply overpower Gimbal RS. And also, too, Gimbal RS doesn't chat at all, so, you know, they didn't give me any visual cues that anything was happening either. My guess is they probably do the TeamSpeak thing as well. I don't know for sure though. But I have noticed that they tend not to be very chatty. And there we saw kind of a wasted pus there. I would think that you would want to save that pus for when this melee clump engages, and maybe take it out with the dwarf. Although it doesn't seem like that's going to happen, because there are just so many archers here, and they're just going to pick apart every single unit on the flag here. So we see some units trying to engage, just vetting up Drunken's Warriors of Fel there. And yeah, there's that. Let's watch a Black Knight's dwarf here. Let's see if he's able to do anything. Nope, he duds right there. Here we have Switch kind of moving in. He might even contest it with his archers. No, he backs away. Sight's goal is going to be, it's actually going to live, and it's going to throw that pus at that dwarf and not take it out, but it's going to, yeah, there he goes. He does take it out. So that kind of sucked for Gru, because now they have nothing. They're just going to fall really quickly, and they're going to get cleaned up here, and we will see if Deer falls below 70%. I don't think they're going to, though.
Flag.
Yep, there you have it. 70% win. Pretty handy there for Deer. Sasper taking damage, it looks like, for Deer. 29 kills, 10 losses. Switch also with a lot of damage, 106 damage for him. For Gimbal RS, well, not so much. I mean, you know, 51 damage by Sam the Butcher. They just kind of got reamed. So we're going to go ahead and move on to game number 3. Gru so far is getting massacred by Deer, which is pretty interesting. But we're going to see if they can start with their comeback in game number 3. It is the Myth World Cup 2012, and this is the NewMutator. Game 3 is coming up right next.